Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me. So in today's video, I kind of have a 2-for-1. So I'm going to be doing my Pan That Palette finale, and then I'm going to have you help me pick what's going to be my palette for 2023. So I am going to be participating along with the Pantastic Ladies for one palette, and then I'm going to continue my Pan That palette, which is my Red Velvet Cupcake. So I believe the last time I saw you guys, I hadn't hit any other pans, and since I did that update, I have hit one. So I hit pan in, I think this is Sweet Cravings. Yeah, Sweet Cravings. I was using this in my eyebrows because it's like a really pretty kind of warm red brown, and my hair is still kind of that color. I am losing a bit of it. I keep meaning to put in a cool tone brown, and I just haven't had the opportunity to do that. So I mentioned when I brought this in that my goal for this is to eventually finish it. My goal for 2022 was to hit pan in all the shades, and that's just not going to happen. I think this might be my next pan, possibly this one. I can't believe I haven't hit pan in these two shimmers. I don't know what is going on in my life, but I sure hadn't. I sure haven't. So my eventual goal is going to be to pan this palette to completion. I'm not rushing on that. So, and this is definitely going to be one of the palettes that I work on. So I will be participating in a small collab of people who will be painting two palettes. I don't have any other information for you other than that. So once I do, or once I'm ready to do that intro, I will definitely let you know. I'm going to continue working on this until the end of the year. So when we start 2023, I'll take new pictures. We'll continue marking it, etc. So this is going to be one of the palettes. So this is a for sure. These other ones, I don't know. So let me share with you what I pulled out. So the first is this. This is the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions, and it is a 9-pan monochromatic purple palette. And I don't think I've used it at all. I think I've just swatched it. So that's the first choice. And I will also put up a poll in the community tab. So Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions. The next one is this one. So this is the Profusion Neon palette. I currently have 2 pans. And this one is actually in Throwback 30. I'm trying to finish this to completion, and then I hit this pan. If I did this one, I think my goal would be to try to pan this to completion. If I did this one, it would be to hit, so most of these would be to hit pan and then just keep going with it. But I am not trying to pan anything else other than that Red Velvet Cupcake to completion, unless it's one of these Profusion. I have another one I'm going to show you. So here's this one. It's a bit powdery. Well, this one's a bit powdery. This one took forever, it felt like, to hit pan. So yeah. The other one I have from Profusion is the Mauves palette. These 10-pan palettes are so good. I think they're $6 now. They used to be $5. So this is what this looks like. I believe this was just in like Deca Painting or something where I did No Pan Left Behind. It's a really pretty palette. There are some shades that would conflict with my the other Pan That palette, but it's a really pretty my kind of neutral color palette. So the next one is currently in Zodiac, and I'm actually going to be when I do that update, it's going to be a little bit different. So this is the Strawberry Dream palette from Lunar Beauty. This is what this looks like. So again, my goal would be to hit pan, not to finish anything. So yeah, I currently have usage in a few of them, but not very many. And I have no idea how long it will take me to hit pan in any of them. The next one is this one. So this is the Zodiac palette from BH Cosmetics. And if I were to do this one, I would just be trying to hit pan in all of the mattes. There's no way on God's green earth that I could hit pan in these baked shadows. They would definitely be getting use. Like, I would want to get some usage out of them at least once or twice a month. But the main goal for this palette would be to hit pan in all of the mattes. And then last but not least, this is the one I'm kind of leaning toward. Which is probably dumb, but it's this one. This is the Glamlite Ice Cream Dream palette. This is a huge mother effing palette for a Pan That palette. But again, my goal would be to hit pan. I have none. Okay. So my goal would be to hit pan in every shade. and I think I could do that in a year. So yeah, you'll have to let me know. So let's go back over them in order. And again, I think I'll put up a poll in my community tab as well. So we have the Huda Booty Amethyst palette. And again, 9-pan monochromatic. We have the Profusion Neon palette. And again, if I did a Profusion one, it would be to completion. The other ones would be for pan. Kind of priming it to pan later in the road. We have the mauves. Again, completion, I think. But this kind of conflicts with the other one. Strawberry Dream by Lunar Beauty. This one would be just the hit pan in all of them. It's a really kind of purple blue palette. The Zodiac palette by BH Cosmetics, again, would just be the hit pan in the mattes and then just get some usage on the shimmers. Maybe I could set a goal, like flatten them out or something. I don't know. And then last but not least would be the Ice Cream Dream palette by Glamlight. And again, this would be to hit pan in all of the shades. So maybe a bit ambitious for pan that palette, but again, I'm not trying to finish anything to completion. I really just want to hit pan. I know that I can hit pan really quickly with these shimmers. The Glamlight shimmers are so soft that you can hit pan pretty quickly. The mattes, it's been in between 20 and 25 uses on most of them. So it would take a while, but I love this palette and it definitely needs to get some love. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, this will be a companion palette. I will be painting two, plus paint those eyeshadows, plus Project Level Up, plus Beauty A to Z. My goal is I just want to keep going. I feel like I have really good momentum on hitting pan. I really want to work in palettes that don't have much usage, and that's why I picked the ones I did. Other than that one from, of course, Profusion, the neon one has some use. But yeah, these are what are on my radar. So it'll be really interesting to hear what your picks are and your reasoning behind it. So yeah. Anyway, that's it, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. Are you planning to pan a palette? Again, you don't have to pan a palette to completion. And you don't even have to do an eyeshadow palette. You can also do a face palette. So I am not doing a pan that face palette this year. I need to sit down and figure out what I've done to myself because I have like 18 palettes in front of my face. Maybe that's a tiny bit of an exaggeration, but it's literally just a tiny bit of an exaggeration. So yeah. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I love your faces. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.